It is currently 8:52 a.m. Monday, 2nd of February, 2026. And yeah, I mean, obviously I haven't just woken up. I just haven't gone to sleep yet. Um, but yeah, it isn't even like that bad. I think I probably slept like 5 hours, like maybe 4 hours. I gotta wake up at like 1 a.m., 1 p.m. on bed. Um, so yeah, I might just be complaining a little bit, but essentially, I realized that January, January 2026 is the first year that I've actually went all in. Um, and I don't mean like all in terms of like whatever the fuck people call all in. Dropping out of college, moving, across the country, whatever. I've done that before, and I wasn't all in. Because like what I really mean by all in is just like giving it your all and doing everything that you know you can do every single day. And even though like I considered that I went all in January, I really only started on the 12th, so it's kind of retarded too. But yeah, like three weeks basically of plugged in. And yeah, like I couldn't express it any other way. And it's kind of hard to understand, but like I haven't like really left this fucking room, like my office, in those 3 weeks, and nothing has happened. And yet it's probably been like the best 3 weeks of my life. The thing about it is like I got essentially inspired. Every year there's like a new year, new me type shit. And I had my broad goals for the year, obviously, as everyone does. But it is kind of like this would have been like the third year, right? But in the last 2 years, I haven't like completed them. So it doesn't really like, the system had to change. Like that shit made no fucking sense. So I was just watching, I think it was Pierre Curie, LLC. And the way that he framed it is like, if you went all in throughout all of like 2026, what would you actually like achieve? But more importantly, what would you need to do every day to actually go all in? And so instead of breaking down, just having like big ass goals for the whole year, instead of having like, your yearly goals in your what's this called, like the vision board, I broke it down by quarters in terms of goals, and I broke it down by months in terms of even smaller goals like milestones that I need to hit. So for January 2026, my goals were to have booked in 15 sales calls, to get 2 new clients, to have my B2B ads running at $50 a day, to have my ads actually profitable by the end of the month, with that money to actually buy a new MacBook, and just like pay for the whole year of Go High Level, the like $97 a month plan, just like one band or something. And the final one is sending 400 SMSs a day, right? What actually eventually ended up happening, I got 16 sales calls booked in, so I got that one. I did not get 20 clients. Matter of fact, I got 0 clients. Matter of fact, the client that I had churned, so I got -1 clients. The ads are definitely not profitable, but the improvement has been insane. Started the month with like $50 cost per lead, some shit like that. Right now they're like down to $8 cost per lead. Much better. I got a new MacBook. My yearly Go High Level isn't paid for, but I eventually upped the 400 SMS a day to 600. So I beat that one. So yeah, I essentially got like 3 out of 7 goals. So I hit 3 out of 7. And like I could get discouraged. I could like, give up, whatever the fuck. But obviously I'm not gonna do that because like the ones that I didn't hit are outputs, not inputs. And every single one of the ones that I hit were inputs. It just means I'm on the right track, right? When it comes to that, is that the difference between the month of January and all of the other months throughout the year is that every single second and every single dollar that I made essentially has been reinvested back in the business, right? In the last year or so, from my last video, which was like about a year ago, that's why I'm doing this video right now, I've ran up about like 12K, which is barely anything. Like I need to be making that a day. But that wasn't like the main problem. The main problem was like that pretty much every single penny of those 12K, I have actually just like I've just blown the fucking money. Good experiences nonetheless. I went to London a couple times, went to Thailand for 5 weeks, then went to China for another 3 weeks. So it's not like, it's just like gambling the fucking money or like burning it. I did some cool shit. I don't wish I did it different. I just wish that I learned the lessons, or that I like even realized what it was actually about a year ago. That's just how it is. 1 year ago, I guess you can like check the video, but I haven't actually rewatched the video. So where I actually think I was a year ago is almost in the exact same place I was in like December. So from like last December to this December, I thought I was actually in like the exact same place. And one of the reasons why I think my growth in general has like been super slow is, and I literally just realized this at the beginning of January, and that's when I like completely changed, is that I was like suffering from imposter syndrome, right? Everyone talks about like limiting beliefs and everything, but the thing about them is like you don't like really realize them on a day by day, or you kind of realize them, but you don't realize that it's actually a limiting belief that's causing you all of that. So what happened is like I essentially had imposter syndrome. Every time I signed a client, every time I made money, immediately after I just stopped doing the things that actually got me that money, or like made me sign the client, which is like super retarded, obviously, if you think about it. But there's also a reason why it literally has a fucking name, right? It happens to people. That's just how it goes. So with that being said, I don't know why, but I just had like a lot of like subconscious pain attached to growing, and like not enough pain attached to the point where I'm at right now. And essentially I was just like being comfortable, right? I had no pain attached to like just being comfortable in the position that I'm at right now, which makes no sense, but at the same time it's literally what was happening. So I guess it must have made a little bit of sense. So one of my mentors, actually, I was talking with him on like January. It's just like it broke him down everything that happened over the last year, and he was like, yeah, you have imposter syndrome, like you have limiting beliefs that you need to take care of. And obviously everyone doesn't think they have limiting beliefs, but everyone does. That's why not everyone is at like $20 trillion a month. So I just went through one of the exercises that one of my mentors told me about how to break limiting beliefs, and I just wrote them. I don't know. It was just like, you had to write them down. You had to write down the old beliefs, like reframe them in your mind, because they're really like super retarded. So you just gotta like reframe them in your mind and just type out the new beliefs. And every single like morning or afternoon or whenever you feel that block that was actually getting you there, you just like read them again and again and again to like break them. So that's essentially what I did. My kind of like main limiting belief or fear, I guess, I don't know what like the actual limiting belief like itself was. Like, obviously I had pain attached to it, but the way that it actually converted to reality was that I was super 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 scared of calling people, right? I'm mainly like doing cold SMS and ads. So whenever I had like a positive reply, I would literally have like dozens of positive replies a day and not call them, because I was just like scared, bro, deadly scared of calling. Which again is like super retarded, but it's the thing that was happening, right? And every single one of the clients that I closed, I actually called before. Otherwise, I wouldn't have like booked them. So you can see the pattern there, right? So I pretty much wasted 12 months of my life just because, I wouldn't say wasted, but like, 12 months of my life went by without the significant improvement that I wanted, just because I was letting the combination of the fear of calling, which actually just like isn't a fear, just a limiting belief, and the actions after, the imposter syndrome, the not so smart allocation of my money after I actually made it, that kind of got me to where I am. Obviously, you are the consequences of your own actions, and if you don't think that way, you're cooked. So yeah, I don't know what else I wanted to talk about. I'm gonna record one of these videos a month, just to like update myself, looking towards the future, to like what I was thinking and what I was going on, and how my beliefs and like reality changes as I record videos. And yeah, I guess there's just like a couple of things I just wanted to show myself in the future. This is essentially like a block of post-its that every single day since I started. The first one, the fucking 12th of January. You can see, I don't know if this is going to be reverted or not, but I sent 400 SMS. My goal was to like call 10 people. I did not do that shit. I called one person, and I just like built a new goal from there. I called one person. I just struck the numbers and I journaled. Okay. What I did the second day was, instead of calling one person, I called two. Yeah, you can see here, called 2 people and did the same thing. The next day, I called 4 people. And so every day, you can see the next day I called 8 people. And after that, I was just like, fucking just call all leads, because like I was getting like 10 or 12 leads a day. So it was just like kind of retarded to like scale that to 16, because like I had less positive replies than 16. So it made no sense. But essentially, when I really put my mind into it, in 4 days, right? 1 lead, 2 leads, 4 leads, 8 leads, and then unlimited leads. In 5 days, I broke an entire like 1 year, or like 13 or like 14, even like 15 months, because I low-key started in like October, November of 2024. And I only broke it on January of 2026, right? So like almost like 15 months of limiting belief that has actually been slowing me down, bro, and just like keeping me stuck. In 5 days, bro. I don't know, it's low-key crazy, bro. Yeah, I don't know why. I used to think I had no limiting beliefs. you know, my mindset was amazing. Like I dropped out of college because like my mindset was like I was switched, whatever. But at the same time, like every single day, I felt like the lowest vibrations of the whatever fucking scale is called. Um, you know, was really like just like shame, guilt on myself because like I had all these positive replies and I was not calling. Shame, obviously, of you know not fucking calling because bro, like it's literally my fault, bro. And I kept like blaming myself. I was like, fuck, bro. Like I literally like messed up the whole day. Just like, and it's just me, bro. I cannot blame anyone. It's like literally just me. Um, so yeah, that was it in terms of that. But yeah, January's over. I put all my inputs, didn't get all my outputs. Don't really give a fuck. I'm just gonna double down. My goal for January was 15 sales calls. My goal for February is 45 sales calls. My goal for January was 2 new clients. My goal for February is 3 new clients. My goal for January was running the ads at $50 a day. My goal for February is actually scaling those ads because they're gonna be profitable. Like probably this fucking week, bro. As I'm talking right now, this fucking week, I'm gonna close someone because I only have 1 week left of ad spend, so I better close someone. But I'm getting like 3 leads a day. So it's bound to, bro. It's bound to. Like it's just a numbers game. That's just how it is. And I'm gonna scale those ads to $100 a day. I'm definitely gonna get a new backbook. I'm gonna pay for Go High Level, and yeah, the SMS are gonna stay at 600 a day. No reason to like book it down to 400. Matter of fact, let me actually check if I have any other like goals written down that are like different because I was just looking at the January ones right now. Hold on. Hire an appointment setter. One of those was like buy one mentorship to help scale. I'm into like good mentorships right now, but one of them is like not like the best community, but like pretty good courses and shit. Mainly in terms of like mindset and stuff. The other one is like has a great community. The courses are like they're like building them out because like they just started, right? The community is insane. Like the mentors are like really supportive, but at the same time, you know, like there's a difference in terms of like the niches, in terms of like the service delivery. There's a bit of a difference, right? I work with like foreign companies which are like just like home improvement. They work with like hardscapers and landscapers, which is like a lower ticket niche. Fuck. Oh shit. Yeah, so it is kind of different. But yeah, just like buy a mentorship to actually help me scale and actually start deciding a place to stay for 2 weeks in April. Just like decide a place, right? So I can start like visualizing whatever the fuck. And I need to like actually get a USA visa because I'm planning to go there on the summer. And I cannot get an ESTA because I went to Cuba and they banned my ass. So I cannot get into US by that way. I need to catch a train, go to Madrid, get a visa. And yeah, I don't know if I mentioned this, but when I actually set up my goals, right? I set my goals for January, on the start of January. I set my goals for January and my goals for February, right? I just set my goals for January and framed it in terms of like if I achieved all of this in January, what would be my goals in February, right? And I just like gave it my all, actually achieved the inputs, right? And now that February is starting, I'm looking at the goals that I have for February and I'm like, okay, if I achieved all of this in February, what are my goals for March? And my goals for March are actually 100 sales calls, 5 new clients, actually start offering financing options, have at least like 3 case studies or testimonials of my service delivery because I feel like I did like insane service delivery. I just need the clients to actually prove it. Start using some type of like actual AI voice agent for service delivery. Stay consistent with $100 a day on ads and just like test offers for max performance and just like optimize the ads to just like make a bunch of fucking money. Probably up the prices to like 4,500 or 2K a month. So like either 4,500 or 6K. Right now I'm like offering 3K pay for 3 months, and have just like bulletproof service delivery, like guaranteed results, just like plug and play, something that can work for any of my clients. I actually started building this out with my last one that churned, but at the same time got 127K worth of estimates over December and January. In 6 weeks, you got 127K worth of estimates, fully qualified, and he didn't close anyone. So my service delivery was like good. I just needed to set proper expectations. That's one of the things that I learned. But yeah, I don't think I really got much shit to say, but I guess I'll see myself in the 1st of March, like the 2nd, whatever, bro. All right.